there, it's Krista Sturkin. I'm talking today about some of my favorite things for fall, nesting edition. I love fall and I love nesting, so it's kind of a perfect marriage of some of my favorite stuff all together. I know it's been a couple years since I made one of these videos, maybe 28 months or so, but I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience. We've had a lot going on, and hopefully I can get back in it. So since some of you want to see these, kind of get to know the writer behind the words, feel free to leave a comment about something you'd like to know or have me cover. So let's get started. One of my favorite things in the fall is, so dreamy, Tahitian vanilla chai. I wish you could smell it. It's so fantastic. Unfortunately, one of my other favorite things in the fall in the desert is the air conditioning. I had to have it on to drink it, but sometimes a girl's got to do what you got to do to have your favorite things. Another one of my favorite things is the Woodwick candles. I don't know if you can see that in there or not. It kind of has a wood wick. How clever. And it smells like cinnamon. And if you know me, you know cinnamon's my favorite of all things, cinnamon all the time, which leads me to Bath and Body Works. All year I wait for sweet cinnamon pumpkin wallflower refills, and I stock up. Every payday I go and get a few more until I have enough for the year. So cinnamon, everywhere I can get it, is one of my favorite things. Not just in the fall, I won't lie, all year long. Another one of my favorite things in the fall to decorate with are pine cones. These are from my parents' house. They live in the mountains in Southern California, and they're from their yard. So they're special to me because they remind me of a special place in my heart, and they're super cute to decorate. A little tip I learned, if you have pine cones that you bring in from outside, you should bake them. I think it was 200 degrees for like half an hour to kill the little critters and the mold that grows in them. Just something you don't want to learn the hard way, right? Another thing I love in the fall, I love reading all the time, but something about fall, I start looking at all my crafty books. This is called A Handmade Year by Jerusalem Greer. I love thinking about potential things I might make or add to the house or make as gifts. So crafty books are my fall jam for sure. Something else I love in the fall, my birthday's in the fall, so I've always had pumpkin themed stuff. And this year, velvet pumpkins from Target, dollar bin. Gotta love velvet and a pumpkin, and they're pretty. I'm kind of going away from the traditional colors of orange because if you look around my craft area, you will see lots of pinks and aqua. So it's a nice compliment to find something not so dramatic. Another one of my favorite fall things is this candle holder. It's some little log stumps that I saw on Pinterest, and I asked my dad to make it for me, and last year he did. So it's very special for me because I'm a super sentimental girl. And so I have a candle that my daddy made. You can't beat that. So in the fall, I also love to pull out my vintage collection of postcards. You probably can't really see that, but I collect ones from the early 1900s through maybe 1920s. And it's really fun because the sentiments are often very antiquated by today's standards. But they're super sweet and they make great little decor items just tucked around things around the house. So, antique postcards, way to go. This year, okay, I'm gonna cheat a little because my favorite things always involve Christmas. But this year for fall, I found fall colored Christmas trees at Hobby Lobby. $2, just little bottle brush trees. Are any of you a fan of the bottle brush trees? Because they've made a huge comeback. And I love them, so I wondered if any of you do too. Speaking of candles a minute ago, I love mirrored glass. So I pull out all my brown mirrored glass, which I think is so cool. You know, this is really easy to make mirrored glass. You just spray water with a mister, and they have a paint. I think it's Krylon. It's a mirror spray, and you spray it on top of the water, and it will give you the same effect for a lot cheaper. So if you have an old vase or something from the Dollar Tree, make one yourself. I love making a deal. That's also one of my favorite things. And last but not least, what was it? Oh, I'm very distracted. See this? This Afghan quilt, I'm not sure what you call this, but it's crocheted or knit. This is my blankie. I'm not ashamed to admit it either, even though I'm a grown woman. My aunt made this for me when I was about 14. She created it with all my favorite colors in the early 80s, and this has been my go-to comfort for my whole life. So every time I've ever been sick, or we've moved, or I felt lonely or heartache, this is my thing, my blanket. So fall is when I love to pull it out and I can finally, well, with the air on, considering where we live now. But other times of the year, at other places we've lived, I can use it without the air conditioner. And it's my comfort. Everyone should have a comfort, so I hope that you have something special like this too. So that wraps up just a few of my silly little things that I love for fall, for my nesting. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.